So I mentioned that I added a song to this record that from the record that we made back in '19. We added the song after the pandemic. It had kind of a funny genesis. There used to be a radio program that did fairly well as a podcast called. Boy, I should have looked that up before I got here. But it was this cool podcast where this guy would recreate 1960s, 50s, and 60s era radio. And he did this for years, and it died in the pandemic. It's one of those sort of art businesses that died, of its own sort of impatience. And but he was doing he would pick some genre, like it's 50s, so he'd get people who kind of write music like that and get them to write a song, and then his show would act like it was. It would present the music like it was brand new music in that era, and he sort of recreated all these different eras. And he moved along through the 50s, and eventually he got to, the 60s, and he started marching through all these various things, Beach Boys and so forth, and eventually he got to the Beatles. And so I don't know why me, but he was talking to some people at a studio and said, who should I get to write a song in that Beatles style of the song Yesterday? And the guy at the studio goes, you should definitely get Jeff Cannon to do it. And I don't know if that's because I have this classical background or some nonsense like that, but I'm definitely not the right guy to do it. But he asked me, and I'm like, okay, I'm never going to be able to do this. I mean, like Angels from Another Place came in and delivered a song in about, where's Angel? It was like 25 minutes. And it was like, I have this idea. And so obviously I didn't actually write this song. It came from somewhere else, but. I didn't mention, and he gave me the title. He said, I want it to be called Remembrance Day. Like, thanks, okay, so that narrows it down a little bit. So anyway, that's this. And it's going to be a video coming up, too, soon. So. Let's do it in the right key. It's going to work better this way. Once I was a true believer, and you were the only way. Back when life was free and easy, we laughed on Remembrance Day. Our time's gone, but memories in my mind, they soldier on. Now and then I hear you sing from the shadows of the moon, but the sun is out today. You're laughing on Remembrance Day. No goodbyes, you said that night, but that wasn't true at all. For just like the summer days, the end came calling, and no one could stop the fall. When love dies in a storm, you find its pieces scattered day and night. It's a world of circles. So many times I've said goodbye, but today I came here searching for you on Remembrance Day, burning with the sun, hiding in the moon. Where does love go when it's gone too soon? Da 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 da. It isn't wrong to say I'll always love you. Back comes Ross Martinie Eiler. Another round of applause for Kevin. Just wow, just so good. I'll introduce you to all these guys in a minute.